The G20 summit is coming up. The Think 20 advisory process had its summit last week. Let's look at it. The Think 20 discussions this year, but also at the summit, are very much shaped by a southernising global governance spirit that was brought in already last year under Indonesia's presidency and is taken up by India this year, but is also taken up by Brazil and South Africa, the upcoming presidencies for 24 and 25. It formulates a different understanding that these large transition economies have with regard to shaping global governance in also their own interests. And it poses a substantial question towards the credibility and trustworthiness of G7 countries, of also Europe, with regard to having the global common good in mind when shaping global governance processes. For the G20 summit itself, upcoming in September, this means to put the focus on 3 areas: debt relief for those countries in debt distress and through debt for climate swaps, for instance. Second, capital mobilization, private capital mobilization, but also public, for climate action, as well as for the SDG implementation. And third, to bring the reform processes on the level of global governance forward, here particularly with regard to multinational development banks or also the African Union membership to the G20.